Cereal time, cereal time, cereal time, whoa.
You took too much, man. You took too much.
What's up, cereal heads? Now, before you get too excited, this is not the full return of Cereal Time with new episodes every Saturday. This is just a little update because since I've been on hiatus, the cereal companies have been pumping out the new cereals this year. So in this video, I'm going to run through the new 2018 cereals that have been released since I went on hiatus. I know that'll disappoint some people hoping I was going to do individual videos for each of these cereals, but I just don't have the time for that. And that just means I'd be playing catch up with a backlog of cereals when Cereal Time eventually does return on a regular basis. And besides, this channel started as a nostalgic throwback to the old cereals when I showed you old boxes and talked about the old cereals. And while I love showing you the new cereals and talking about them, it's not really a cereal review channel. There are plenty of places you can go for that kind of stuff. So anyway, all that being said, let's run through the new cereals. I'm gonna edit these together pretty quickly, so you won't see me open each box or pour the milk in the bowl, but I'll get through them as quick as possible. First up, there's a new variety of Life cereal, strawberry flavored Life. Now you can see on the box there's this guy from a movie called Hotel Transylvania, which I have no idea what that is. Sorry, I guess I'm just a little too old for that kids movie. But it's nice to see Quaker try a new flavor of Life cereal. The back of this box has some more Hotel Transylvania stuff with some characters I don't recognize and a little maze that you can complete. This is just a slight tweak to the normal Life cereal, but I love strawberry flavored stuff and I love Life cereal, so let's give it a try. So here's what strawberry Life cereal looks like. You can see it looks just like regular Life cereal, and it actually doesn't even have a strong strawberry scent to it either. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. If you like Life cereal and you like strawberry flavors, then you'll like this stuff. It's not too strong or overpowering. It's got a kind of floral strawberry note to it. But just like Mikey, I like it. Alright, next we're going to change it up a little bit and talk about some healthier cereals from one of my favorite smaller brands, Nature's Path. They recently released two new cereals, Golden Turmeric and Purple Bam. Now, in my humble opinion, Nature's Path has been killing it with their cereals in the past few years. I love this brand, and I always have a box of Nature's Path cereal in my cupboard. And these two new cereals are great and will definitely be mainstays on my shelf. First, there's Golden Turmeric, which you can see here is a blend of coconut, turmeric, cinnamon, and honey. And you can see it says here on the box that it makes golden milk. So here's what a bowl of this Golden Turmeric cereal looks like. You can see the flakes have a golden color to them, and there's little pieces of coconut shreds in there. You can also see the sprinkling of spices on the flakes too. I really love this stuff. You got that turmeric flavor, but it's also got a nice punch of ginger and black pepper and cinnamon and honey. It's got a warm flavor feel to it. And the little coconut pieces are a great touch. I can't recommend this stuff enough. It's one of my new favorites. And yes, it really does turn your milk a kind of golden yellow color. Now their second new cereal is called Purple Bam. And the BAM stands for Baobab, Acai, and Maqui. And I probably pronounced all those wrong. But those three fruits and berries are high in antioxidants and healthful and full of all kinds of good stuff that I can't explain to you. And just like the Golden Turmeric cereal, this stuff makes purple milk. So here's what this Purple Bam cereal looks like. You can see it's just cornflakes dusted with that purple berry powder, a blend of Baobab, Maqui, and Acai. Yeah, I know I'm saying those wrong. Don't at me. It's good. It's got a berry flavor, kind of like a blueberry flavor almost. It's not too strong, it's not too sweet. I think I like the Golden Turmeric one a little better than this one, but I'll definitely keep this one on my shelf. And it does turn your milk a kind of purplish color. So there's that. Alright, moving on. We gotta get through some more of the healthier stuff before we get to the ones you guys are all waiting for. And that means two more Nature's Path cereals. Nut Butter Crunch. Now this new cereal comes in an almond flavor and a honey and peanut variety. And it's basically what you think of when you think of a cereal called Nut Butter Crunch. They're like cornflakes with nuts and oats mixed in. Let's take a look at both of them. So here's what Almond Nut Butter Crunch looks like. You can see it's just like granola and cornflakes. There's not actually any almonds in this one, which is kind of disappointing. They just use almond butter. And here's what the Honey and Peanut Nut Butter Crunch looks like. You can see it basically looks like the almond one, but this one actually has little peanuts in it. I guess peanuts are cheaper than almonds, so it's easier to include peanuts in a cereal. So I like this honey and peanut one. It's got a peanut butter flavor to it and real peanuts in there for the crunch. It's kind of like that Crunchy Nut peanut butter cluster cereal I did a video about a while back. That was only available in the UK, so I guess this is a good kind of version of it here in the US. Now one of the cons of these Nature Path cereals are you don't get a lot of bang for your buck. Meaning that for what you pay for these cereals, you don't get a lot of cereal inside. But that's because the better ingredients cost more money, so you get what you pay for. Alright, moving on, we got a few more healthier cereals to get through first, so let's talk about Kashi. Kashi released these two new Kashi by Kids cereals. There's this honey and cinnamon cereal, and then this berry crumble cereal. And if you look at the bottom of the boxes there, you can see it says superfood combos. And that's because of the ingredients they use. Like for example, they use red lentils in this honey and cinnamon version, and they use purple corn and chickpeas in this berry crumble. So let's do honey and cinnamon first. You can see they got these little cinnamon bun spirals there that kind of look like Cinnabon cereal. And then they have these little pillows here filled with apple, honey, cinnamon flavor. They kind of look like Crave, but probably a lot better. So here's what this honey and cinnamon Kashi by Kids cereal looks like. You can see the little Cinnabon pieces there, and man, those really do look like Crave. I'm kind of turned off by that, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Here it goes. No, these are way better than Crave. So the texture is kind of lighter and fluffier and airier than Crave, and the filling is way better too. Though it's not like Hidden Treasures from back in the day where you get a bunch of filling in the middle. This one still has a nice sweet apple, honey, cinnamon flavor inside. Yeah, the little Cinnabon pieces mixed with the upgraded Crave pieces. It's a really good combo. I like this stuff. So here's what this Kashi by Kids berry crumble looks like. You can see it looks like purple Trix and then the little Crave pieces in there. So I'm not as big a fan of these little Crave pieces in berry crumble. The berry flavor inside just feels a little off. I like the berry flavored purple Trix, but there's something about the Crave pillows in this one that I just don't really like. I would definitely choose the honey cinnamon variety over this berry crumble version. These are really good. I definitely recommend checking them out if you find them on shelves. Next up, one of everybody's favorite, Raisin Bran. But this new variety is with bananas. You can see it's got dried little banana pieces in there, and it says on the box, good source of potassium. That's because bananas are high in potassium. Not much more to say about this one. Let's just open it up and take a look. So here's what a bowl of Raisin Bran with bananas looks like. You can just see it's good old regular Raisin Bran, and they added a good portion of dried bananas in there. Yeah, that's a good little upgrade to Raisin Bran. If you like bananas, you'll definitely love this stuff. I like Raisin Bran, but I feel like Kellogg's Raisin Bran gets soggy way too quickly in milk. Maybe having the bananas in there will absorb some of that milk so the flakes don't get soggy as quickly. I don't know. I mean, bananas and Raisin Bran, great mix. Although I probably would just buy regular Raisin Bran and add my own bananas to it. I do feel like the flakes have a little banana flavor to them. I'm not sure if they added flavor to the flakes or if the flakes just absorbed that banana flavor from sitting in a bag with dried bananas for so long. Next up is a cereal I've been excited about for months since they first announced it. Cheerios Oat Crunch Cinnamon. Now I love Cheerios, I love Honey Nut Cheerios, I love oat cereals, I love cinnamon, so there's nothing not to like about this cereal. From the picture on the box, it looks like they take Cheerios and kind of douse them in honey and cinnamon and then sprinkle some oats on them. That sounds delicious. I mean, look at that picture on the back of the box. Tell me that's not a Cheerio you don't want to eat. So here's what a bowl of these Cheerios Oat Crunch Cinnamon look like. Look at that stuff. Multi-grain Cheerios covered in oats and a honey cinnamon glaze. Man, my mouth's watering just looking at them. Yes. This stuff is delicious. I mean, there's not much more I can say about it. If the box, the name, the ingredients, the picture of the cereal doesn't get you excited, then nothing I say will. Hopefully this stuff stays around and becomes a staple of the Cheerios family. My only question, are they going to do other versions of Cheerios Oat Crunch, like Cheerios Oat Crunch Berry or Cheerios Oat Crunch Apple? I mean, I'm here for all of them. Bring it on, Cheerios. Alright, moving right along. Do you like your Frosted Mini Wheats varieties? Because there's a new Vanilla Latte Frosted Mini Wheats. Now, as most of you know, I'm not a coffee drinker. I don't like the flavor of coffee. Never been a fan. So this wasn't something I was super excited for, but I love Frosted Mini Wheats. I love the different varieties they have, so gotta give this one a try too. So here's what a bowl of these Vanilla Latte Frosted Mini Wheats look like. You can see the caramel color on there, and though you can't smell it through the screen, let me tell you, these things have a strong coffee smell to them. Yep, that's a strong coffee smell. So, it definitely has a strong, good coffee flavor to it. If you like vanilla lattes or lattes in general, I think you'll like this stuff. Personally, I don't, so I don't think I'll ever eat another bowl of this stuff again. But if you're a coffee fan, you gotta be happy that Kellogg's is putting out this coffee flavored cereal. General Mills did their Mocha Crunch last year, which had more of a chocolatey flavor to it than coffee. So this one, for you coffee lovers out there, this is the one to try. Alright, we need to follow that one up with something sweet and fruity. So let's try new Wild Berry Froot Loops. You can see on the box you got Toucan Sam there with hands instead of wings, which is a little weird. He sometimes has wings, sometimes has hands. I'm not really sure what Kellogg's is doing with that. But then you got the Froot Loops there. You can see they have little purple stars included in these Wild Berry Froot Loops. The back of the box has some really cool art on it. It looks like Wild Berry World, a theme park for Froot Loops. I would definitely go to that theme park. All right, let's check these out. So here's what these Wild Berry Froot Loops look like. You can see they got red and blue and green pieces with purple stars in there. It's definitely got a familiar berry smell to it. I actually like this Better than regular Froot Loops. Now, one of my YouTube friends, John Riggs, tried this stuff and said it reminded him of Smurfberry Crunch from back in the day. And I think that's spot on. It's been a long time since I've tried Smurfberry Crunch, so I may just be misremembering that nostalgic flavor, but I think this stuff tastes just like it. It's got this tangy berryness to it, and even the texture of the Froot Loops seem a little crunchier than normal. I think this is a hit. I think Toucan Sam should keep this stuff on shelves. But knowing Kellogg's, this will just be a limited edition cereal, and they'll pull it eventually. Next up from Post, a new flavor of Pebbles cereal, peanut butter and cocoa. Seems like everybody's getting in on the peanut butter and chocolate train these days. There was peanut butter and chocolate Cheerios, there was peanut butter and chocolate shreds. I'm sure there are a few others I'm forgetting, but I'm not mad. If you love peanut butter and chocolate, it's a great time to be a cereal lover. I also want to point out that it's cool that Pebbles has started including Fred back on the boxes of varieties again. For a long time there, they were putting Pebbles and Bam Bam on the varieties of Pebble boxes, but Fred and Barney, they're the OG mascots, so you gotta be true to them. They still have Pebbles and Bam Bam on the back of the box there, but they have other Flintstones characters too, including Fred and Barney and Dino. Alright, let's open these up and give them a try. So here's what a bowl of these peanut butter and cocoa Pebbles look like. You can see it's a good mix of the cocoa colored ones and the peanut butter colored ones. And there's a pretty strong peanut butter scent here. That's delicious. There's definitely a stronger peanut butter flavor than chocolate flavor, which I'm all for because I'm not a huge chocolate cereal fan. But yeah, I love Pebbles cereal. It's one of my favorites. Nothing will quite top the fruity version, but if you love peanut butter, and I do, you'll really love this stuff. Yeah, that stuff's delicious.
If you know, you know.
Now, of course, we can't have new cereals without Captain getting in on the mix. And while Captain recently released Soccer Crunch in honor of the World Cup, that one isn't really new. That first came out back in 2010 for the World Cup back then. No, the new Captain cereal I'm talking about is this new Beach Bash Crunch. As you can see by the Captain's swimwear there, he went all out for summer. Now, like most varieties of Captain Crunch, this stuff probably just tastes like regular Captain Crunch, but it's got a few different shaped pieces for the crunch berries in this version. And as you can see right on the box here, it says, "Pieces turn milk ocean blue." And of course, Captain Crunch always kills it with the illustrations on the back of the box. They're always doing shout-outs and throwbacks to the old Captain Crunch characters, including the whole crew of the SS Guppy with Brunhilde and Sea Dog there. You got Jean Lafoot up here in his swim trunks. You got the Crunchberry Beast going to town on some cereal. Captain Crunch box art is always the best. All right, let's open this stuff up. Alright, so here's what this Beach Bash Crunch looks like. You can see the regular Captain Crunch pieces in there, then some orange and red hoops in there, some orange and red stars, and some orange and red dolphins. It's weird, just by looking at it, you wouldn't think it turns your milk blue. It doesn't really have any blue powder on anything. Yep, there's no flavor difference, it's just regular Captain Crunch. There's not even really crunch berries in there, but it's still Captain Crunch, so it's delicious. And yep, the box doesn't lie. It actually does turn your milk ocean blue. I mean, I don't know about ocean blue, but it's definitely got a bluish tint to it. All right, we're not done yet. We still got a few boxes left. It's a marathon, not a sprint, so pace yourself, guys. Next up is two kind of cookie cereals from Post, Golden Oreo O's and Nilla Banana Pudding cereal. Let's do Golden Oreo O's first. This one's pretty simple and didn't take much creativity. Post knows that Oreo O's are a huge hit, so they figure, people like regular Oreos, what about Golden Oreos? Now personally, I'm not a huge fan of Golden Oreo cookies. I like the original chocolate kind, but I'm always open to any cookie-inspired cereal, so let's give this stuff a chance. So here's what Golden Oreo O's look like. They kind of look like regular Oreo O's, except they're yellow. And I do think the pieces are a little bigger than regular Oreo O's cereal. These definitely have a strong kind of vanilla cake smell to them. Yeah, they kind of taste like a vanilla shortbread cookie or a vanilla cake. It's hard to describe. I mean, I guess they kind of taste a little bit like Golden Oreo cookies. It's hard for me to compare because I don't really eat those cookies, but it's got a good flavor to it. I mean, I like regular Oreo O's better, but if you like Golden Oreo O's, you should definitely check this stuff out. Now let's try this Nilla Banana Pudding cereal. But first, we have to go back.
We have to go back!
You might remember when I did the Chips Ahoy and Nutter Butter cereal video, which are two cereals that I predicted. In that video, my number one prediction was that they definitely would make a Nilla wafer cereal. With Post already copying Cookie Crisp cereal, how hard is it to remove the chocolate chips and add a little vanilla flavor to the pieces? And then boom, you got yourself a vanilla wafer flavored cereal with a recognizable brand slapped on the front of the box. Then you could even add some fresh sliced bananas to the cereal to make that classic banana pudding with Nilla wafers that people love. And about 5 months later, it looks like it came true. So I'm excited to try this stuff. It looks like little Nilla wafer cereal pieces with some Marbits in there. So here's what a bowl of this Nilla Banana Pudding cereal looks like. You can see the puffy cereal pieces, which resemble Nilla wafers. The little white marshmallows in there, which I suspect are supposed to represent the pudding aspect of the cereal. Definitely has a strong banana flavor to it. And it's definitely that artificial banana flavor, so it's all gonna depend on how much you like that flavor. I'm kind of torn. That artificial banana flavor is good, but a whole bowl of it can kind of be overwhelming. It does kind of resemble banana pudding once you have the marshmallows kind of soaked with the milk, but I don't know. I feel like I probably would have just preferred a Nilla wafer cereal and then add my own bananas to it. I mean, it is pretty good. I definitely think it'll be a hit, and I give Post credit for thinking outside of the box. Now let's just see if they continue this Nabisco trend and maybe re-release Teddy Graham cereal. We'll see. All right, how do you guys feel about ice cream for breakfast? Because these last few cereals we're gonna talk about bring that delicious dessert to your breakfast table. First, out of nowhere, General Mills released new Dippin' Dots cereal. Now, if you're not familiar with Dippin' Dots, well, Google it, but it's that flash frozen ice cream that's turned into little spherical dots of goodness. And General Mills released these two new cereals, a banana split version and a cookies and cream version. Since we just did Nilla banana pudding, let's try this banana split version first. So here's what this Dippin' Dots banana split cereal looks like. You can see it's yellow, pink, and brown puffs with little clusters of Dippin' Dots in there. Now these aren't really Dippin' Dots, they're just kind of like yogurty clusters that are supposed to resemble Dippin' Dots. I'll be honest, it's kind of bland. It definitely doesn't have that strong banana flavor to it. And I know it's supposed to be banana split, so there should be like a vanilla ice cream and banana and strawberry and chocolate flavor all kind of mixed together, but it's not that great. And the little Dippin' Dot clusters, they're not super flavorful, and they get really soggy quickly in milk. I don't know, this one's definitely not a home run. Let's try the cookies and cream one, maybe that's better. I will say, at least with this cookies and cream version, they have this little Dippin' Dots mascot on the side here, so that's kind of cool. So here's what a bowl of this Dippin' Dots cookies and cream cereal looks like. I know what you're thinking. Well, where are all the Dippin' Dots in there? There's hardly any clusters of chocolatey Dippin' Dots. But when you look in the bag, you can see there's hardly any Dippin' Dot clusters in there at all. Maybe this is just a bad box, I don't know, but it's not a good look, General Mills. Not a good look at all. No, this one's not much better than the banana split. It's also very bland. There's not much of a cookies or cream flavor to it. I'm usually not too picky. I'll pretty much like any new cereal that comes out, but I don't know. These are definitely a swing and a miss. Maybe that's why these came out of nowhere without any fanfare or promotion, because General Mills knew that these weren't very good. I don't know. You give them a try and you let me know, but I'm not a huge fan. All right, the last two cereals are also ice cream related, but they come in bags and not boxes. That means they're from Malt-O-Meal cereals. And they're Cold Stone Creamery brand. I love Malt-O-Meal cereals and I love bag cereals, but those bags can be kind of too big and unwieldy, so I made my own mock-ups of these Cold Stone cereals. I'm a cereal box collector, so I wish they made these in boxes as well so I could collect the boxes. Anyway, the two flavors are Birthday Cake Remix and our Strawberry Blonde. Let's try the Birthday Cake Remix version first. Here's what a bowl of the Birthday Cake Remix cereal looks like. You can see they're like vanilla cake puffs colored in funfetti sprinkles, and then there's some light brownish marshmallows in there, which are chocolate flavored marshmallows. That's really good. The puffs definitely have this sort of funfetti cake flavor to them. The chocolate marbits kind of get lost in the mix. You don't really get much chocolate flavor in there at all. Now, I don't go to Cold Stone, so I don't really know, but I guess Birthday Cake Remix is probably a popular flavor there. Can't really compare it to the ice cream flavor since I've never tried that before, but the cereal is really good. I'll definitely be breaking out a bowl of this for my birthday, which is November 6th, in case any of you want to send me a present. Okay, last up is this Our Strawberry Blonde flavor. Now again, I assume this is based on a popular Cold Stone ice cream flavor called Our Strawberry Blonde. So here's what a bowl of Our Strawberry Blonde cereal looks like. You can see it's strawberry puffs in there with golden grams and then some marbits to throw in the mix. This is another great flavor combination. Who would have thought to combine golden grams with marshmallows and strawberry flavored puffs? It's kind of like a s'mores combo, but instead of the chocolate flavor, you get a strawberry flavor. That's delicious. I think I like this one more than the Birthday Cake Remix, but they're both really good. Way to go, Malt-O-Meal. Now, if you just only make your cereal in smaller bags or boxes. Okay, well, that's it. That's all the new cereals I've picked up since I've gone on hiatus. Now, there's a few other new cereals that I didn't show or mention here. I think there's a chocolate strawberry frosted mini wheats from Post. There's a banana honey bunches of oats. I think there's a grape nuts trail mix, and maybe like a coconut great grain cereal. I think there's a new Nature's Path Cheetah Chomps, which is a kid's cereal. And there may be a few other varieties I'm missing out on, but I basically covered all the ones that I was interested in. And hopefully the ones that you are interested in too. So thank you all for being patient while I've taken this break. Cereal Time will definitely return with videos on a more regular basis, but it still might be a couple months before that happens. In the meantime, you can check out my Cereal Time Instagram or join the Cereal Time Facebook group. But whatever you do, I appreciate it and thanks for watching. Until next time, stay crunchy.